Okay.
You look great. Do I look okay?
You look fine.
Hi, I'm Jaya.
Wait, I'm just start that again.
Hi, I'm Jaya.
Start that. Give me like 5. Mystery, glamour, mystery. I gotta do a 1, 2, 3 glamour.
Hi, I'm Jaya Supermanian. Hi, I'm Jaya Supermanian.
And I'm Venk Modur.
And this is the Reality Hate Beep.
Girl.
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, now you in episode 2 and we talking about Housewives of Salt Lake City. I mean, we'll cover 5 and 6 because it should have been one episode.
So boring. And I had really high hopes for it, and I was really excited to be entertained, and it's the same shit over and over again.
It really is. It really is. Do you want to start with any? Do you have any thoughts? What's the hot topics besides it being boring? Because it's boring. But there is some stuff we can draw upon to talk about.
One of my hot topics is we're still having the same issue between Jen Shah and Mary Cosby.
I'm Bill Cosby.
I'm going to say this right now about Mary Cosby.
I'm Bill Cosby.
I don't think she's a very nice person.
No, I don't think she's a nice person. I mean, first of all, I felt like that fight, the second half at the restaurant, at the Met Gala get-together.
Mm-hmm. The fabulous Met Gala event that they
was ridiculous. She had a point that Jen Shah wasn't apologizing. She was right on with that, okay?
Oh, yeah. Jen Shah, that was really despite the fact that you and I and a lot of people might think that, marrying your step-grandfather is weird. You shouldn't be putting her on blast because that's an insecurity of hers. She's very insecure about being gifted as
her
bride.
Step-grandfather, right? Gifted her step-grandmother.
Like you go into a gifting suite and they boom, here's your husband,
and there's your big grandpa.
They boom,
yeah. There's Big Daddy.
They boom.
I felt like Jen Shah should have apologized, right? And we were kind of all looking for that, but she didn't.
She didn't because she didn't remember.
Right, she didn't remember, and then they had the fight, and then Mary starts throwing stones and saying, well, I'd never say it. None of us would ever say anything that you say. Everything you say is, terrible and hurtful and hateful and blah, blah, blah. And then the fight happened. I think one of my favorite parts of that was when Mary said that Jen was upsetting the restaurant owner and staff.
Pointed at them, but didn't look at them.
Right.
Or neither did she ask if they were really being like.
I think they had no idea what was going on. They were just kind of like.
They were just kind of like. Signed a release is what happened.
Right, they're just kind of like, we've been filming this forever. I don't care.
They also are very much aware that that we know what a reality housewife show looks like. Okay, it looks like a train wreck. Well, what did they expect was going to happen? A lot of happiness,
but it was a very calm fight. I feel like when you look at past housewife arguments, like if you look at other shows, I mean, there's like broken glass being thrown, there's people attacking, and they were very reserved in their argument. They were mean because mean. But yes, so that happened. But then my other favorite is when Jen Shah finally excused herself after Mary told her she had to leave because she didn't want her there anymore, even though she was there to make up with her, which the other housewives pointed out. The icing on the cake was when Mary Cosby.
I'm Bill Cosby.
We asked for the ear pods back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
She was like, "Can you get me those ear pods because I want them back?" She was gonna return that shit.
That's something that a shady bitch like me would do. Okay.
Oh, look at you in those.
Right outside. Put the shades on. Okay, girl. Okay. I mean, okay. So the postmortem on that is nothing was resolved.
Nothing was resolved. So now we're like in episode 5. 5 episodes in with a stupid fight that we don't care about. I mean, I'm over Hospital Gate. I don't care anymore.
I need something new. I need something fresh. Give me something.
And it is about choosing sides. It's totally about choosing sides, and it's just, you know, like you can see Mary Cosby.
I'm Bill Cosby.
Getting upset at Heather. She was sort of calling Heather well, she wasn't sort of. She called Heather two-faced at one point.
Yeah.
Because Heather wasn't taking sides, but Heather was
like,
trying to kind of.
This is still, again, it's like this high school nonsense. Like, these are grown ass.
Who fights about this?
I mean, I've never been in a fight, in a situation where somebody called me a grandfather MFer, mostly because I don't have a step grandfather, and I also haven't married my step grandfather.
No.
I don't know how to feel about it, but I know Mary feels hurt.
She does. I mean, here's the thing. She does feel hurt, and I think there's shame around it. She hasn't really, she doesn't understand Indian culture. Is what she does.
I mean, listen,
but
it would be very normal. She'd be like, everybody like, good for you, girl.
You
because
did
in India,
it. Look at you. You married well.
Yeah. Oh, you got the wealth of the family. Congratulations.
You're not taking that blood.
Keep it in the family. Congratulations.
That's right.
That's how the cast is.
We do it.
We're gonna get hate letters. I hope so.
Probably.
That would mean we're important.
Yeah. That would mean people are watching us.
I mean, that's the truth.
I can say that Meredith does have she's very pronounced eyebrows.
She does. Meredith has very pronounced eyebrows. It's Meredith Marks.
Meredith Marks. I like Meredith Marks a lot.
I like Meredith Marks. I will say that Meredith's eyebrows. We're talking about Meredith's eyebrows. Yes, a little bit messy, but I will say something about Meredith. I noticed in episode 6 that I kind of am drawn to her style. Yes, does she make some choices? Yes, but I've also made a choice.
You did.
Let's give it up for my hat. Congratulations.
Yeah, I love your hat.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
I've also made a choice that people might dislike, but I like it. But I'll say this about Meredith. I do like some of her style choices, and it's been very difficult for me watching these housewives, because it's like you really do understand that money can buy you clothes.
Well, thanks. Here's the thing. I think just because it's a label, it doesn't mean that it looks good. So it may be Chanel, it may be Gucci, it may be whatever it is. It doesn't mean that it looks good. And when you put it all together, right, it's a bit of a disaster.
So I'd like to talk about Fabulous Sundance. Let's talk about
so we headed into Sundance, and obviously Lisa Barlow, the other twin that we can't tell the difference between her and Meredith Marks, is very busy at work. She doesn't have time for her children. She makes that very clear.
She doesn't even answer the phone.
I know.
Okay, wait a minute. Parenting. Can we talk about parenting?
I would answer the phone. Okay, I have 2 little children, and I would answer the phone, but she does not. She's very busy. She's putting on big parties. I'm not going to say much. I mean, she calls herself the Queen of Sundance. Okay, she's the Queen of Sundance.
You know what? I am the king of Sherman Oaks and
Right?
sometimes the queen. Okay.
That's right. And I'm the queen of South LA.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. We just like, you know what? I love how these housewives give themselves like titles. I mean, the only one that actually had titles were Countess Luann de la Soupsies, and De la
And
and the other New Yorker,
yeah,
Radswell,
yeah,
Carolyn,
Radsville,
Radswell,
yeah, Radsville, Radsville.
Color Radicchio, because she was
Carolyn Radicchio.
Radicchio. So Lisa Barlow was very busy, couldn't pick up the phone for her children.
Right. Couldn't be bothered.
Then, Brooks Marks, who, by the way, needs his own show.
You love him. You love him.
I am a darling. Of course I love him. He is the light at the end of a tunnel for eternal youth, and you know that he's sassy and he knows how to read people, and he started a clothing line, which, hey, at 21, it's very hard unless your parents are extraordinarily wealthy.
And they're helping him, and he admits that.
And he did. He admitted that. That is a lot more than I can say for a lot of people in this town.
That's right.
Nobody admits it. I will say this about Brooks Marks, his clothing line, Brooks Marks, because it does.
You mean Bookmark? Booksmarts?
Bookmark did not. His clothing line. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give him love because he's young and he's starting. And hello,
and it's selling apparently in whatever store he was picking it up in.
You know, people be buying things. You know, it's reality couture, honey. Reality couture. It does look a little like Off-White.
Yes.
It looks just it's like a paying homage.
Well, maybe it was exactly an homage. Maybe it was inspired by.
You know, and there's a lot of brands that are inspired by other brands, and sometimes people call it thievery, but other people call it inspiration. I was inspired to colonize your country. Okay. I was inspiration. Do we have any hard marks to hit?
Here's the other thing. So let's talk about the birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
yes. How can we skip Whitney Rose's husband's birthday party? Whitney Rose, man, she's a wild little Mormon.
In that limousine bus, she put
I got the shot out of her belly button. First of all, I was grossed out. I was like, that's fucking sick. I don't think you can clean that crevice enough. There's got to be some lint stuck in there that guy just...
Why do people... And also, can we be
honest? Out of the belly button?
I have never... You know, I've seen that happen in movies where they're pretending to be... Oh, it's like movies about college students who are like crazy and like... Yeah, but I never did that. In college,
I mean, I never took a shot out of someone's belly button, and no one ever took a shot out of mine. Mine's not deep enough.
I have a belly, honey, so I have a cavern. So, but the thing is, I still believe that I will not recommend anybody drinking shots out of my belly button.
I'm not drinking shots out of anyone's body part. Let me tell you, it's not happening. It's not any hole. I don't want one.
It's déclassé, though. In this hat, I'm going to say déclassé, okay?
That's not classy.
No, and in the words of Bethany Frankel, I call it discountless. I miss her.
I do like Bethany. I do too. I liked her too. I got tired of her in the end.
I mean, she was good. She was a little much. She was having mental breakdowns every 5 seconds. Exactly. And why? And that's what I'm waiting for our son.
I want the mental breakdown. So we had the birthday party.
Yes.
It was crazy. There was a poll, you know. Whitney Rose loves the poll. There was the poll. She was on it. One point, I think Jen Shah's legs were around her neck. She was just thrusting at one, you know, it was crazy.
He loves to open it up to the world.
Everybody was going crazy. They had a lot of fun. Then they ended up at the real Queen of Sundance's house. I'm not even sure.
Yes, that was an actual Sundance. That was a party, wasn't it?
No. So no, it was. Well, then there was the Sundance party with the Vanderpump Rules people there.
Were they? Oh, they were there, weren't they?
That was Jen Shah's party, but this was the party for Whitney Rose.
Oh, yeah, they went to her friend's house, who was, who basically owns everything.
Right, and was like, yeah, this is the real Queen of Sundance.
Why didn't they lock her down for the show?
I know.
Bravo.
Maybe they're gonna replace her with someone because.
Can they replace this season? Because I'm asking.
Me too. I feel just asking for a friend. Can you just replace everyone? Except Meredith Marks and Heather Gay. We like them.
Oh yes, Meredith Marks and Heather Gay, and because with Meredith Marks,
and I don't mind Whitney Rose. I don't mind her. She just has.
I mean, yeah,
she just married the old guy and is a 34-year-old grandma.
That's not a story.
It's not a story. Nobody cares.
But anywho, we live in LA.
So then the party happens and Heather Gay leaves with a man who Jen Shah set up. Right? Wasn't it Jen? Yeah.
That was at the Sundance,
right?
And they showed the documentary about Salt Lake City's first hip hop group.
Yes.
Or not first, but like a group that does hip hop in Salt Lake City. I really want to know what this music is, who these people are, and how this all came about. I also want to know, was it an official Sundance selection? I just want to know.
Wait. That was... Wait. We're confused.
That was at the Sundance party.
Wait, I got both parties confused because I don't even know anymore.
That's the truth. It was at the.
They were the same, yeah. Because so I just got them confused. So there was the party for Whitney. Fine, it happened. It was Mary.
I'm Bill Cosby.
And Jen spoke at the party.
And it was such a really awkward moment.
Right, because they were both trying to kill each other with kindness, right? So they both had the same approach. Each other
with actual weapons, because honey, we need some.
Would be more interesting.
Things need to go up.
So Jen Shah denied a lot. She was lying. It was the truth. She was, because she denied everything that she did, right? And Bravo brings it back. They show you, and then they both kind of like agreed to get along, even though they hate each other, and that was the end of it.
But is
like, if this is how it's gonna be, I don't want it to be like this. I'm bored. I don't want it to go on. Then there was the Sundance party where the Vanderpumps were there.
The Vanderpumps. It's the Vanderpumps.
So the Vanderpump Rule people were actually at the Sundance party.
Douchebag. Not famous.
The two, right? Because Lala and the other girl that I don't.
Oh, Lala Kent.
Yeah,
Lala Kent. That's who she was. Like Lala Kent's here, and I'm like, who? Because let me just say, like, I was never a Vanderpump Rules.
The Vanderpumps. It's the Vanderpumps.
Like, because if you've been to,
I watch it.
You hate watch it?
I do.
Because I gotta tell you, I have never. I mean, it closed down, right? It closed down.
They're all closed down right now. Obviously, we can't go anywhere.
No, but one of them actually is done.
Villa Blanca, it's done. But Stir, I think, is still open, and I'm sure the other ones are open.
The Vanderpumps.
And then Tom Tom.
Okay, I've never been to Tom Tom. I've been to Villa Blanca. I've been to Sir, and I've been to Pump.
The Vanderpumps.
And
I've been to none of them. And I live here. I can't believe I've never gone. But I haven't.
If you want to have overpriced bad food,
I know that's what everyone says, which is why I never want to go. But then at the same time, I do want to go.
I mean, I will say this Pump's back area,
the Vanderpumps,
is very nice. And it's like the garden area is really nice.
That's what everyone says, but the food isn't good.
Food's terrible, and we live in a town where you can go get a street taco that tastes good. Okay, honey. I'm here for
Well,
a
here's the thing. So I would go, I've always said, like, if my dad will come like once a year. He always goes to a conference and usually comes here, but he secretly loves the Real Housewives and Vanderpump Rules. He'll watch it. And so I was like, we should go. Like, I'll take my dad and we'll go to like one of them. Who knows now? But
That's the kind of gift. That's the gift. That's the kind of gift an out of towner likes. You know,
right. It's for the out of towner.
That's the thing, though. These places like the Ivy and the Pumpsters.
Never been to the Ivy.
Food's terrible.
I've lived here 13 years. Never had a desire. Not a desire in the world.
If you want to see some real celebrities, you got to go to restaurants that you can't get reservations for. And like everybody goes to Erewhon. Like,
oh yeah, that's right. Wait, I feel like I just saw an article about celebrities going to Erewhon and like how it's a place to go. I never go to Erewhon.
Food's terrible. So you can get like a $10 coffee. Congratulations. You know where else you can get a $10 coffee? Probably a few other places, but I'm not gonna go because I don't want to spend money for $10 coffee. I'm Indian. I'm looking for a deal. Now we're at the Sundance party.
Sundance party happened, so I got them confused because I was so bored.
But guess who got Miss Gay?
So Sundance party, not Whitney Rose's husband's birthday party. Sundance party. Heather leaves with a man.
And he was the one, he was somehow a part of like this Sundance movie.
Right. He was a part of it. Was he a producer?
The documentary.
Yeah.
And I'm still concerned. Was it part of Sundance? Was it part of Slam Dance? Or was it a showing?
We don't know.
We don't know.
But
I'm happy.
But it got publicity because it was on the Real Housewives and we were all watching. And we all wonder now. We all want to know.
Somebody's going to rent it. You just have to Google what was the film on that show. I mean, it's going to be a very long Google search, but you'll find it.
You'll find it.
You'll find it. And hopefully we'll find out if this show will develop into an actual TV show with drama.
Yes, because I feel like it's not.
Not at this point. And we on episode 6. We'll cover 5 and 6 because it should have been one episode. But I mean, we should still thank you because now this is officially episode 2 of the reality.
Hey.
Peace out, loves.